Beneath the tranquil surface lies a silent labyrinth. When familiar landmarks dissolve into the blue, your internal compass spins wildly. Few truly understand the silent terror of being utterly lost, where no one hears your scream. The ocean, a realm of breathtaking beauty, profound mystery, and seemingly endless horizons. From the shimmering surface to the crushing depths, it teems with life, each creature playing its part in an intricate, ancient dance. For millennia, this vast blue world has appeared to operate with an immutable order, guided by unseen currents, the pull of the moon, and an instinctual wisdom coded deep within every living cell. We marvel at the precision of fish schooling, the epic migrations of whales, the unerring return of sea turtles to their birthplaces. It's a symphony of direction, a masterclass in navigation. But what happens when that direction becomes unclear? What happens when the internal compass falters, or the external cues that guide life's journey vanish? Underwater, the consequences of disorientation are immediate, often fatal, and a stark reminder of the ocean's unforgiving nature. Imagine being a tiny krill, swept away from its food source, or a young reef fish, separated from the protective shelter of its coral home. The very elements that define the ocean, its vastness, its depths, its shifting currents, can transform from guiding forces into bewildering traps. For creatures accustomed to a world of subtle cues, a lost bearing can mean the difference between survival and becoming prey, between finding food and succumbing to starvation, between continuing the lineage and a premature end. This isn't just about getting lost, it's about the very unraveling of purpose, the dissolution of life's journey, in a world where every direction must lead somewhere.
Consider the ocean's master navigators. Sea turtles, born on land, embark on journeys spanning thousands of miles across featureless open ocean, returning decades later to the exact beach of their birth to lay their own eggs. They rely on Earth's magnetic field, a sense so profound it allows them to map the globe. Whales use complex echolocation and an acoustic memory of the ocean floor, communicating across vast distances to stay on course during their transoceanic migrations. Sharks, equipped with an extraordinary sense of smell and electroreception, can detect faint bioelectric fields, guiding them to prey and through migration routes. These are highly evolved systems, fine-tuned over millions of years to a relatively stable marine environment. But even these marvels are vulnerable. Imagine a whale's sonar being drowned out by anthropogenic noise, the constant thrum of cargo ships, the explosive sounds of seismic surveys for oil and gas, or military sonar. Suddenly, their acoustic map becomes a cacophony, their internal compass scrambled. A sea turtle's magnetic sense might be confused by changing currents, or even human-made electromagnetic interference, causing it to miss critical feeding grounds or nesting sites. For a migrating salmon, the subtle chemical signature of its home river can be masked by pollution or altered by freshwater diversion, leaving it disoriented at the river mouth, unable to find its way upstream to spawn. When these highly specific navigational tools are dulled or overwhelmed, the carefully calibrated dance of life falters, leading to tragic misdirection, energy wasted, and populations struggling to maintain their ancient rhythms.
Humans, too, experience profound disorientation underwater. For a diver, a sudden current, equipment malfunction, or simply low visibility can quickly turn a breathtaking exploration into a terrifying struggle. The familiar landmarks disappear, the surface becomes an elusive goal, and panic can set in, making clear thought impossible. A diver losing their buoyancy control and spiraling downwards, or becoming separated from their group in a dark wreck, understands viscerally what it means to lose direction in a truly alien environment. But the unclear direction underwater extends far beyond individual creatures or human experiences. It's a metaphor for the state of entire marine ecosystems today. Climate change, driven by human activity, is fundamentally disorienting the ocean. Warming waters alter currents and dissolve vital oxygen, forcing species to migrate to unfamiliar territories or face extinction. Ocean acidification disrupts the very chemistry of the water, weakening the shells of mollusks and corals, which form the foundational structures for countless species. Pollution, from plastics to agricultural runoff, creates toxic dead zones and obscures the natural cues animals rely on. Noise pollution, as mentioned, interferes with acoustic communication. These combined pressures create a chaotic, ever-shifting environment where the ancient pathways are erased, the reliable signals distorted, and the future becomes increasingly uncertain for all marine life. The ocean itself, in a sense, is losing its way.
The consequences of this pervasive disorientation are profound. When marine species cannot find food, mates, or safe havens, entire food webs begin to unravel. Populations decline, biodiversity shrinks, and the delicate balance that sustains the ocean's health is severely compromised. From the smallest plankton to the largest whales, every organism is affected by this collective loss of direction. The ocean, our planet's life support system, is showing us critical signs that its navigation systems are failing. But we are not without our own compass. Our direction, our opportunity, lies in understanding these threats and acting decisively. We must reduce our carbon footprint to slow ocean warming and acidification. We must curb pollution, from microplastics to agricultural runoff, allowing the ocean's natural chemical signatures to re-emerge. We must regulate noise pollution, giving whales and dolphins back their sonic space. We must protect critical habitats, creating safe zones where marine life can find refuge and re-establish their bearings. By making conscious choices, by supporting conservation efforts, by advocating for sustainable practices, we can help the ocean find its true north once more. The future of this magnificent blue world, and indeed our own, depends on our collective ability to provide clear direction, to steer away from chaos and back towards a thriving, harmonious coexistence. The time to act, to guide, to ensure the ocean does not become permanently lost, is now.
Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing videos.